Hey, good afternoon. So today's conversation, I've been having a lot of requests. People have been asking questions. A lot of service members getting ready to enter and getting ready to exit, or just general topics altogether, right? So today I wanted to share this information, and it's public knowledge. You can look it up, so that way you can arm yourself with the knowledge so you can make an informed decision, right? All right. So, whew, a personal finance question you should ask yourself before leaving the military, right? This is kind of critical. Where will I be in 5 years? It's a good question to ask, right? In 5 years, if you have a family, you got a lot of deep discussions to have more clarity into what you would like life to look like in 5 years. Do you have the funds set up? Is your family big? Is small? Are you moving back to your previous home of record, or are you just gonna put down roots where you're at and just begin life right there, right? Next would be, what are my family's 5 year goals, right? So if you're military, even if you're not in the military, if you're a spouse in the military, by the time your spouse exits the military, you probably have some sort of plans of what life should look like in the next 5 years, right? So from the aspect of the military side, you probably looking at, I'm gonna get out the military, I'm gonna get a job, and I'm gonna work for some type of company. I'm gonna get in the queue and try to get some seniority, stay there for a while. But you cannot forget that your spouse has to work too as well. What are their plans? What do they want to do? And try to merge them together, so that way you can eliminate all that conflict, right? So how much work would it take to achieve that goal? So as you're looking at that 5 year plan, you're looking at that 5 year goal, you want to know, how long is it going to take, and how much work would I need to invest into achieving that goal? It may not be a simple task, right? You're trying to be the CEO of Amazon. Yeah, you got a lot of work to do, right? So what is my plan to address financial needs? Now, this is one of the most critical part that I wanted to share. What is your plan to address financial needs? You know, you just exited the military. You possibly won't get that last remaining paycheck until 4 to 5 to 6 weeks later. So you'll go a good period without having some sort of income. How do you bridge the gap? Hopefully your spouse has income coming in, but you know that income still will be tight as well. But trying to understand that dynamic is going to be critical and important before you decide to just exit the military without a plan, right? What are the biggest financial risks standing between you, your spouse, and your goals? You need to understand that, right? Because you're leaving a life of stability and certainty. You got medical, dental already lined up. Then you go into the civilian sector. You exit the military. Now it's dog eat dog out there, right? How do I address those risks? Everything is about mitigating risk, right? You're addressing every risk at every level, especially when you exit the military. You're addressing risk while you're in, but when you exit the military, man, it's like you are in the rat race with everybody else, trying to figure out how life would look like. What do I need to do? How do I prepare my family? And how, most importantly, what does success look like, and go after it as a team? Always ask this question. What is your plan B? Not too many people have that answer. Like, they don't have a plan B. So recommendation is to, hey, if you got a plan A, you have to have a plan B. Know what your fallback plan is, right? Even though if you don't plan to fall back on anything, know what it is and discuss that with your spouse, so that way, because life's going to throw so many curveballs at you. It's going to test you. So be battle tested. Now, can I start while I'm on active duty? Can I go into the reserves or National Guard? I don't know the answer to that question. You should possibly go to a recruiter. I have run across about 0 people who has actually done that. I'm pretty sure there's individuals out there that can help when they downgraded from active duty and went to National Guard or the reserve. So it is a possibility, but you got to go hunt the answers down. How can the military help me? Man, this is a question that I just enjoy giving out. Man, from my experience, the military has helped me in multiple ways. Provided me, one, a residence, provided me a house, medical, dental, provided me security, the CDC, right? Child Development Center, right? Daycare is at a premium cost right now, even though when childcare, daycare is very expensive outside the base, you know what I'm saying? You get a little bit better bang for your buck here on base. Second is the food amenities, right? If you're dual military, you get that BAS. But if you are a single soldier, you're in the barracks, you have your food paid for at the DFAC, at down in facility. So the military can help you in so many ways. And I didn't even branch off on the education wise, right? Tuition assistance, the GI bills, paying for trade schools, or paying for whatever type of school that you would like to go to, all right? Skillport, making sure that you can transfer your benefits over to your spouse and your dependents, right? So it's a lot of great advantages that the military can offer you. And the ability to purchase a home, right? With that zero down payment. So many people are struggling right now in regards to that down payment. So, it's just so many different tiers and different levels that the military has to offer for you. So now you got to ask yourself this question: are you prepared to exit the military? And if you are, all right, make sure you go down and list out all your risks and devise a plan of how to mitigate these risks. Talk with your spouse. Don't do it alone. And prepare for life outside the military. Thank you for watching.